What's up? Welcome back. Another episode of Turn Up the Mic. I'm Chris in the building with Roy. He's putting himself together. He's
Hey,
panicking.
what's up? Is that what's supposed to sound like we don't have headphones on?
What's that?
No,
Yeah.
it sounds like we're
Oh,
live,
no.
right?
If you take off your headphones, the whole room echoes when you talk.
Oh, you know what?
On the headphones, it sounds like
What?
TV
Oh.
audio.
Oh, you see? He has
Yeah,
something.
we
no,
got the
it sounds
TV
like I'm
audio
live
on.
though. On like
We are
like,
live.
like we're in a room full of people. You know what I'm saying?
I guess full.
It doesn't sound like we're in a studio.
Corona-rise, this is full.
Coronarized.
This is full.
But yeah.
There's 3 people.
Yeah, we back in the building. Another week, another episode. We're supposed to have a guest, but the engine in his car fell out, so he couldn't make it. He's still in Houston, in too deep. But how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. It's the weekend, Saturday.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Good. Weeks go by quicker when you're busy.
It really does.
I'm like, damn, it's Friday already.
Bro, not even the week. We're talking about the year. We're talking about it like the other day. I was like, fuck, man, it's September.
Yeah.
Like, it went by quick. I saw Halloween stuff.
Yeah, pumpkin spice is already out.
Yeah.
I've never had pumpkin spice at Starbucks, but apparently it's
Really?
like a cult classic.
It has a cult following. You've never had it at
No,
all.
I've never had pumpkin spice.
So over the years, it's gotten like way wider on like on the drinks.
Yeah,
So-
they put it in everything.
It's everything now. I'm not a fan of it. So my wife got, I don't know what she got. It was something pumpkin spice, but
Does it taste like a floor and decor store or like a Michael's craft store?
Michael's Craft Store.
Okay, yeah.
When they have like
I'm good.
the fancy, what's it called, set up in the front with all the flowers and stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm good. I'm not really into that. I don't like drinks where it has like that aftertaste, like that spice, like not like nutmeg, but like certain spices have like an aftertaste, and I feel like pumpkin spice
I think
would
the
have that.
name is a little misleading because I don't think there's any type of like lingering spice or
Really?
anything. Yeah.
That's
At
what I
least,
think.
I mean, I haven't tried it in years, but last time I tried it, there was no spice compared to like when you have an actual spiced tea.
Okay.
There actually is a lingering like taste to it, and that's what you
Yeah.
call like the spice.
Huh. I guess. But yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of stuff. We got some meme questions, some sports, some music, some games coming up. But wanted to say rest in peace to everybody who passed away in September 11th. This is a crazy day.
Do you remember where you were that day?
Yeah, I was in elementary school in our gym, but I don't remember what grade I was in. I want to say 5th.
5th.
I think I was in 5th grade.
I was in 7th grade. I was in reading class, and then I remember that somebody came and told the teacher something,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Stop what you're doing." Then she turned on the TV, and then that point forward,
Yeah.
every class I went to, that's all it was, the TV. Like, we didn't do anything that day. And then I remember kids getting picked up so like by the bulk. Like
Yeah.
by my last
Man.
class, I was like, there's 2 in there.
Really?
Yeah, like by my last class, everyone got picked up already.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I couldn't process what happened. I remember we watched it on It's crazy how TVs just started appearing. Like
Yeah.
I don't know where the TV came from, but it was on.
It was like, not to be funny, but it's like,
Yeah.
I remember classes like, I remember being told a lot, we couldn't watch a movie because someone else checked out the TV.
Yeah,
But that day, every room had a TV.
it was wild.
Like,
but
where were these TVs when they didn't want to check them out?
yeah, I don't remember how the rest of the day went. I remember going home and then my grandparents and them watching it as well.
Yep.
And I think my coach, she had a daughter that was in there, but I don't know. I think that's what she said, but like I vaguely remember it. But yeah, some stuff you still kind of remember. That's like one of those events.
20 years, man.
Yeah, 20 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I hope we never see another war like that again, but never know. But getting into music, Baby Keem, he dropped Melodic Blue. This is I don't know if he's already signed to Kendrick Lamar. From what I was understanding, Kendrick Lamar, after his TDE last album.
I thought he was signing TDE.
From what I was told, he was going to be signing under Kendrick Lamar's new label, but I don't know if that's already happened. I didn't look at who he signed with right now, but
I wonder, like, contract-wise, can Kendrick already create and sign people while he's still on TDE?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Because who did that? Rick Ross. I think he created Maybach Music, but that was under like Warner Music Group, and it was different from his current label, which was cool. And I want to say Drake did that too. He signed under Universal instead of under Cash Money because obviously he fooled me 3 times.
That would have been like a dozen times.
Yeah,
for Drake,
but yeah, I didn't like this album.
bro, I love this album. This was a great album. The beat switches on a lot of these songs are great. One thing I liked about the beat switches is that not every beat switch came with like another verse. Sometimes he just did the beat switch just to end it different musically. There was some like harmonizing stuff, but he just let it play musically sometimes. I mean, I like these types of beats. Like they're aggressive, I would say.
You
most
said
of
that.
them.
They're all right.
I love the 2 Kanye samples. Like one of them is probably one of my on my list for songs of the year. Like he's
okay,
bro. Like Scars was a great song.
I don't remember it.
That Love Lockdown sample, and then like the way he just ran off the 808s was great. Also, he sampled Kanye off Issues, which is another good one. Like he really likes the 808s, I guess, because he used it a lot there.
Yeah.
But it was great.
It was alright. It didn't feel like he knew. I don't think he has an idea of his sound yet.
I can, because I don't want to say he doesn't have an idea, but that was one of my comments that I like. Like he showed a lot of different types of sounds,
but I didn't like that because the only time we've talked about that was with Jaden.
Yeah.
I felt he had a sound, but you're saying he was still trying to find it, and I feel like that with Baby Keem. I think he's a good rapper. He showcased that on a lot of songs, but a lot of the songs are kind of repetitive, kind of like the trap rap. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say to that extent.
I wasn't into it. Because I knew he could rap, I wanted more. Like the songs with Kendrick Lamar and him, I think Kendrick brought a lot of the good verses out of him.
I don't think so. I thought those would be my favorite songs, but they were not. After listening to the whole album, they weren't.
I liked them because he was really rapping, and then he would get like personal and let you know like a little about him. But then he'd go back to the regular trap songs where he's just talking about banging females. It felt like
but there was a lot more songs where he didn't talk about that. He talked about like the issues he had.
I didn't get that on a lot of songs. Majority of the songs that I got it felt like he was inspired by Wayne. You know, like Wayne raps about the same stuff a lot. It felt like that to me.
I think because he didn't talk about what's it called, like his problems. I guess he would say in an R&B style. Like he did it like rapping style where he still used like different words that made you say like, I forgot what song, but that line was funny. He's like, I'm trying to find someone who hasn't been fucked by OVO. I want someone who's unknown. Like,
and that was like one of the songs.
The phrasing the phrasing that he uses kind of makes it sound trappish, but it wasn't that content wise that much. Like,
it was to me like even with that bar, it's just basically like he's trying to bang people. Like Wayne versus
the rest of the
Wayne
song
rap.
talks about he's trying to find someone to be with. What are you talking about?
I don't think he was talking about be with intimately. I think he meant like on some future stuff.
Like, make it look like he wants to talk. He moved the mic closer.
I think
I was thinking about that song too. Yeah, like
he wants to give her an AP.
That whole song's about him like saying like he wants to find someone that no one knows. Like
yeah.
He's just probably like tired of like everyone like knowing each other.
That's
like,
what a lot of rappers say. But I think
he took away from he just wants to find someone to bang. That really was not the theme of the song.
I definitely didn't get I'm looking for love.
Also, I mean, I gave this 3 plays already, so
yeah.
I don't know, but like
it got 1.
Nah, it definitely got. But there was a lot to unpack, like musically and all that. So this is I think this is a hard one to digest on one play.
You think so?
Yeah. It's. I mean, just the length of it. Also, it was a little lengthy.
It was. It was 53 minutes.
From it was over an hour, wasn't
it? I think it was 53.
I thought it was over an hour. Anyways, from
I was looking at his length. Pause.
The Travis Scott song and on the Do-Rag Activity.
Travis Scott was on here too, right?
Yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like his
was
feature at all.
Ab-Soul on here?
No.
Okay, I was listening to him today.
If he wasn't. He didn't have his own little featured thing. Next
it was another song then.
But I didn't like Travis. I don't know. Travis is just becoming Travis. Like,
his songs, his music. Yeah, it's 53 minutes. 53.
But there was like a lot of songs that would make like playlists easy. Scapegoats was really great.
What was that?
The Range Brothers. I like that song a lot because
wasn't that with Kendrick?
Yeah.
Man, you just said you didn't like it.
I'm talking about the beat.
Oh, okay.
So that one came in with the violins, right?
Right.
Bro, you know what came to my mind when I heard that?
No.
Like Mario in Step Up with the violins.
Mario Nostrils,
Yeah,
the singer.
yeah.
He's in
Remember?
Step Up.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch
He's
Step Up. Like
damn. You didn't watch Step Up?
that. No.
Well, there's like a track like that, very hip hop with the violins and stuff, and the whole track like reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. Like music is good, but like for his verses, his was the best without Kendrick.
I don't know. I think
you
he can
gotta
rap, though.
re-listen to a couple.
I mean, I definitely believe he's a rapper. Like he's
Yeah.
lyrical. I don't think he showcased. I think he was still like putting a lot out there on this album. So.
I think he really like I didn't really know him before, so I don't know. I don't even know if this is his first album. Is it?
I don't know.
Okay,
I've
I
never
don't
heard
know.
him. I was about to lie.
So let's just say it's his first album.
Yeah.
Like he really did a lot to where it's like, I don't know. He can really do like 3 or 4 directions.
Right.
Like Issues, the way he just rapped on it, that darker tone. I honestly thought, I'm like, is this a feature? But it was him compared to like the other one where he went like trebled, like he brought out that trebled voice.
Yeah. But I gave it a 5. It's okay.
I gave this one an 8.
It's your second week giving a song an album an 8, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
What do you second week? Last week I didn't give.
I thought you gave Drake an 8.
I gave Drake a 7.
Right.
What'd you give it?
I would give it like a 7.
7.
7.
Good.
It's a good ring.
And then Yebba, Dawn. So I thought she was black.
Why? Because Drake had her on the
Yeah.
album? No,
She
that's
said
not,
she had.
you know Drake
she had
doesn't
soul.
mean that.
Like Sanoa was black. I thought this was like a Sanoa. Yebba sounds good.
You know,
And
being on
then-
Drake album doesn't mean
And
you're
then
black.
you sent me a message. I don't remember what it said. Then I checked to confirm. I'm like, oh, she's a Caucasian lady. I missed this album. I didn't get to it.
You didn't listen to it
no,
at all?
No.
It was,
like,
there was
pass.
only was it 2 songs I liked?
Really? It was
But
bad?
It was boring.
Is it R&B? Was it ballads?
Ballads.
She like a ballad singer.
It was
yeah.
ballads.
All right,
But-
I'm good.
So
then.
the 2 songs I liked changed it up. That's why. Like she had a feature from ASAP that was good.
Oh, okay.
And then
She's
there
like
was,
trying to be like Adele.
yeah, I think Adele musically has more in it though. Like this is really like a lot of songs really stripped down to like the first 2 songs.
Yeah.
Bro, sounded like 20 minutes to get through. I'm sorry, it felt like 20 minutes. Like
Yeah.
it was real stripped down, and like I said, not a lot of, at least for me, not a lot of singers can carry a song when it's that, I'm not gonna say simple, but musically stripped down, and your voice has to carry it.
Yeah. So it's like acapella almost.
Not a cappella. Like there was music. It's just
Very
wasn't
faint.
very busy ballad. It was a ballad. So it's
yeah.
just like. And one thing I don't like is when they do you can tell she goes up in like her range, like she gets like her voice goes up like the register, but the volume of her voice stays the same.
Okay.
So I'm like, I know when she's recording, she's louder because her register went up, but the producer ever just kept it the same like volume. I'm like, nah, I want to hear it. Like
So the
what?
production's not that good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know why. I don't know how ASAP got on here though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were at a runway like fashion week, and she popped in.
Yeah, he loves being over there overseas.
So you only like 2 songs?
Yeah, I like the one that ASAP got the name of it, and then Boomerang.
What'd you give it?
I give it a 5.
Dang, you only like we gotta talk about your grading.
But there's only like 5 songs,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like half the album.
all right, never mind.
Half the album.
Damn, it was a sample that I would have listened.
It was like 20 minutes or 26 minutes. Some shit.
And then Rimon,
Yeah,
Digital Tears. That was a samplet.
yeah.
That was good. I liked it.
I like that one a lot too. The Earth Gang feature was really nice.
Yeah, they sound like they know what they have an established sound.
Mm-hmm.
They're this generation's outcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so for this is what I mean. Like that was lacking from what's her name, Yebba.
Yeah.
Is like for here there were some songs where they brought in like distortion noises, and then like the Earth Gang song brought in like you have that subtle sax playing in the background.
Yeah.
Just subtle elements that elevates the music that I didn't see over there, and that's what made this one better though. Is those subtle things that really elevated it.
Yeah, I don't really rate samplets, but this is a good album.
Yeah.
Or sample
it's
it.
easily worth a play.
Yeah. And then there's a new meme going. Well, it's not really new. I think we've seen it a while.
No, like I was it was circulating, and I'm like in my head, like, wasn't this a couple years ago?
Yeah,
like,
it's
been
you see it,
around.
you're like, huh? There's a meme. It was like dinner with Jay-Z, or would you take that or $500,000?
I don't know who.
All right.
You better pick the money. I'm
Like-
sorry.
I take $500.
like
Like, bruh,
like
Come on.
Do you expect like for you to be like the charity project for Jay-Z? Oh, so you picked dinner with me, so let me take care of you and get you.
I don't
like,
understand. I hate those fake entrepreneurs. Like, nah, bruh, because he's gonna put you on
No.
game.
I
He's gonna
read,
get like.
I read his book.
What are you
I'm
talking
good.
about? Like, shut up. Take the money. And then I saw another meme. I think what is it? Title. They tweeted, "Take the money." I'm like, what are you talking about? So it's so crazy. That's a
You know you better take the money of his own company. So
yeah.
take the
It's
money.
so crazy that you have people that would literally take it, like take the
First of all,
the breakfast.
Let me tell you this. They're only saying take the money because it's not going to happen. I mean, a dinner with him
take
because
the
it's not going
brunch.
to happen. Yeah.
like,
You know, if it was a real life decision, they taking the money. Come on.
and then I saw another meme where it was like somebody took the Jay-Z brunch and they were like, "So, where do you get the Z from?" And he was like, "Check." Like, what are you gonna say? Like, what's your whole purpose of taking the brunch over the money? I don't get it.
I don't know. Like, I don't.
You know how much Doge I can buy with $500,000?
I don't get it. Like, it's just. Now, I'm not saying a conversation with him wouldn't be cool, but for the, no, I mean for the trade, hell no. But you're saying if you had the opportunity to sit down with him, you wouldn't. I would.
For free?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
No,
I
no
just-
money losses attached.
yeah,
I take the I take the brunch.
I just don't want people to say, "Damn, like why wouldn't you want to talk to him?" Of course, I would want to talk to him, but not over this.
I want my half
Yeah.
a milli. Like, what are you talking about?
That $500,000, I can buy a dinner with him already.
Yeah. And then we got some people chipping in on our
What's it?
on one of our things. We have a listeners.
Where would the brunch be though?
Akila
Right?
Gath, right?
Right.
She says the engine in his car fell out.
Yeah.
Dang kid.
Oh, she's that listening to barbecues really well, right?
I don't know, but yeah.
You don't know. Okay.
It wasn't Johnny Rowe that was
No.
supposed to be here. His engine definitely did not fall out his car.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Pumpkin spice is good. You are both tripping."
At least I tried it. You haven't tried it. You need to try it and say you don't like it.
Honestly, pumpkin spice, I think, is a ladies' drink. I've never heard any guys that are excited for pumpkin spice.
No, they're out there.
Victor,
Victor got it.
Yeah,
I'm not here for gendering flavors.
So you like pumpkin spice?
You're trying to say you like pumpkin.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. I'm
okay, there we go.
pumpkin spice fan.
He's like,
I wanted
yeah.
to bring it up earlier.
I
Have
know
y'all ever
this because
had-
he stayed quiet.
Have y'all ever
like,
had pumpkin bread?
I don't think I've had pumpkin bread.
Yes, I had pumpkin bread.
I haven't had
I
pumpkin
think
bread.
That's
Yeah.
more of something you should enjoy in the fall over a pumpkin spice latte. I'll
Yeah,
admit that.
pumpkin
it's a
bread
little
sounds
gimmicky,
like
but,
a fall snack.
So, would you
some butter
agree
on
that
top.
is there like spice to the pumpkin spice drink?
so yeah, y'all ever had like a chai tea?
Yeah.
I don't
It's a
drink that
lot
either.
less than that. So I would
Well,
say,
that's why I said like
yeah.
spice teas have like the
So
lingering.
I'm used to
thing.
some things like that, so I'd say it's definitely a lot more on the sweet end than other things that have spices in it. But they try and like keep, like you said, it's more of an aftertaste.
Huh. That's interesting. I might try it if somebody buys it.
He one of them.
Yeah, he's like, hey, shut the fuck up.
He's like, pulls it out from the desk.
Yeah.
Look, no, got the reusable cup and everything.
And then she said, where would the brunch be, though? I love
Yeah,
me
wait.
some brunch, kid.
If he paying, then I'm gonna look up
I mean,
expensive restaurant.
IHOP? I'm not paying.
He can
you.
rent out IHOP
IHOP before they open.
before they open.
Hello, Mr. Z.
24/7. No,
Hello, Mr. Z. Sorry I'm late.
can you just ready to roll up? I have a reservation for.
Who? Oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, take the money. Like
Yeah.
who's out here literally wanting to go to brunch with Jay-Z over money?
Do you see the one with him and Blue?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so you didn't take money?
So dumb. And then I saw another thing with Kanye West. I guess this one I didn't really fault him, but I thought it was funny. Kanye kind of petty. His engineer was supposed to meet up with him to do some work. So I saw it. Kanye text him. He was like, let's get to work, blah, blah, blah. And then like 3 hours later, there was no response. And Kanye was like, you're fired. And then the guy messages him back. He's like, sorry, my alarm didn't go off. It was set for 11. The reason why I didn't answer is because I've been trying to get a car right there, blah, blah, blah.
So, I saw that, and my first thought is, I just feel like if you're in Kanye's circle, you should have transportation.
And then,
like, you know what I mean?
And then Kanye was like,
Go find
stop. He was like, stop texting me. Find God.
Go find God.
You know how petty that is, bro.
That's a great line. That's a great line. That's how you end anything.
Like, hey, stop texting me.
Yeah.
Find God.
In the chat, I say stay blessed, but I'm gonna switch it to go find God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that pissed me off.
So I'm trying to remember. It was a female. Like, she's well known, but that was her engineer also, and she posted like this big old thing, and basically she said
she took up for him.
No, she stuck up for Kanye. She's like, you have expectations when you're creating this thing. She's like, when I'm in the studio, I'm not wasting 3 hours of my time waiting for you to get shit done.
Like, this man counting Z's. Like, he's sleeping. What are we doing?
And I don't know why people are mad. Like, this dude's like, first of all, he could have been fired still or not. But for him to deliberately say, I didn't respond because I was waiting for a ride. No, like, you're a man. Answer back, right?
He's like, I'm scared.
Like, answer back. Like, come on. Like, you're an adult. Like, answer. So that part to me, like, that was like, yeah, fire that. Like, this fool literally said he didn't respond on purpose.
So, yeah, he was like, good morning. Let's work. And that was at 9:34. And then, like, 11:23, he was like, you're fired. Go home. Bruh, how you get fired in text message? Then the dude was like, okay, so he was like, I'm really sorry. I have no excuse, and proceeds to give you excuses.
Right.
He was like, I set an alarm for 7:30, and for whatever reason, my phone wasn't alerting me. I woke up at 11 to miss calls and got dressed as fast as I could. Lou was already on his way to get Bogues, and they got there. I didn't call back right away because I was in a panic trying to find a ride. He said, I know this is unacceptable. ... I'm sorry. He said, stop texting. Go find God. That's hilarious.
I don't know. Like, is he that intimidating or what? For you to literally tell the man, I didn't want to respond because I didn't know what to do.
It's like, go find God. Bruh, I hope them 2 hours was worth it. He got extra sleep. Now he gonna be putting in some applications on Monster.
I can't remember who it was, but it was an R&B singer, and they stuck up for Kanye. But I would think anyone, like, you can't tell me that Jay-Z or all these people, they don't feel their time's worth it, that they're gonna wait around.
This
I'm not saying they wouldn't, but I'm saying wait around 3 hours without a response like that. Like,
yeah, this is probably what Ellen DeGeneres had to put up with.
For real, bro.
You know how many people she fired?
I honestly think me and you were the only one on her side. Everyone's all canceled for what? Expectations?
To this day, she lost the show, and I don't know why.
For having expectations?
Like, do your job. How dare she? What? But yeah, this is one of them. This is a rare instance where I agree with Kanye. Like, bruh, do your job. Like, you at home snoozing on a therapeutic while we're in the studio. Like,
panicking.
Yeah, like I got a stadium to pay for. I can't wait for you. What are you talking about?
I still laugh. Like, what do you mean trying to find a, like, wouldn't you Uber at that point? Like, why are you trying to find, like...
He's like checking his pillows, going in his pockets. Where'd I put my ride?
The Apple tag doesn't work.
It's so dumb. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. Like, if I have something to do the next morning, I really don't oversleep. Like,
your mind mentally, like, mentally, I wake up. Like,
like, you set yourself up. Like, come on,
bro.
Guy.
Like 95% of the time, I wake up before my alarm.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like,
it's wild. But yeah, shout out to him. And then switching to sports. Cowboys versus Tom Brady.
That was a great game. Like, football season's back, bro. I love football season.
Oh God. And so
what's wrong with that? Like, I love football season.
Yeah, you have like what was a good word that I heard?
Like, I can literally watch any football game.
You have hills and valleys. Like, you're very high during football season until like 7 games in, then you're like,
No,
I
I'm
see.
pretty. I'm pretty high throughout the whole
Nah.
season because I just love football.
7 games. Well, it used to be 7 games in. You're like, I see where this ship is going. I'm out.
I've never like backed out of an NFL season.
You're like, when's
Do you have
basketball
any
season
proof that
starting?
this-
It's in the chat.
Bro, all basketball season, I post. I can't wait for football season.
But when we're in football season and you see how the season's going, you're like,
That's never
screw you
happened,
guys.
though.
I'm going home. But
I
anyway,
literally have records on my Facebook how I'm there all season.
well, that's for the people. Like
So
privately, we know who you really are. You're a
For
monster.
the season.
You like to fire people.
Go find God.
That should sound. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be my new insult.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna be on Wish or something. There's gonna be a shirt soon.
That's up there with Future when he used to say I'm good, love, and joy. Like that's up there. That's up there
Yeah.
with that statement. But anyway, so it was an interesting game. It was surprising how close it was.
I expected a close game.
I didn't. I didn't expect it to be that close. So you expected it to be like
I expected a close game.
within 2 points?
I
Or
expected to be within a touchdown, not a field goal, but I expected a
Yeah.
close game.
What did you think about the kicker?
Yeah, man, he missed way too many.
Off the bat, I was like, wait, what's happening right now?
Yeah. So one of them, I would say, cost us the game, but you can't say that because
Oh, they swapped out the kickers?
No, but I'm saying one of the kicks because
Okay.
the one of the kicks he missed led Tampa to get the ball back wherever they were in that field position, and that series led to a turnover.
Yeah.
So if he would have made that kick, we wouldn't have had a turnover that led to a touchdown.
Yeah. And then what do you think about the coaching on the Cowboys side?
I liked it.
Even when, what was it? Because in between the game, I was traveling to Chili's, trying to get there. Wasn't it a third and short or something? And they chose to kick it they left time on the clock with Brady instead of doing something. I think they kicked it instead of running it or something like that. You remember that play?
They waited the fourth down, I believe.
They waived it?
No, they waited to fourth, like they did 3 downs.
I forgot what it was where there was still a minute left. I don't remember that play. Do you remember the play?
No, there was no. I don't think there was any like time management issues.
I gotta go back to it, but I think that's what I saw, but I can't confirm it.
No.
But
I didn't have any issues with the coaching. I think Moore had a really good offense. I think he purposely did incorporate Zeke as much because of the front seven for Tampa. I like how no one's saying how he threw in Pollard to make up for the speed that Zeke was lacking, that the Tampa couldn't really, I wouldn't say stop, but they were surprised every time he came up with the play. For like offensively, the Cowboys, the only thing for me is that I'm seeing like Dak's 100%. I did not like throwing wise under pressure. Dak's there, but scrambling wise, I didn't see the 100% way he was scrambled in previous seasons, and I think maybe that has to do with the injury. Like I don't know if he doesn't want to get hurt. He's playing a little safe.
I didn't see him playing safe at all.
He definitely had less scrambles out of the pocket than previous games. Like he only had 13 yards this game.
But he definitely put himself in position.
He did. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying it just wasn't to that confidence level that I saw like previous seasons.
It could have just been the way that the game was going, but yeah, I definitely didn't get. I was surprised that he was that mobile because he would like wait until the last minute to throw the ball to like complete a pass and take a hit, whereas Brady wasn't doing that shit. I don't think Brady got hit once, or he got pushed down.
They protected him really well.
Yeah, so looking at the two ways that they were playing, I definitely think Dak. I don't think he played safe at all. I think he was confident, which was a little surprising.
He
to me.
played more. He played more traditional quarterback than in the past. I'm trying to say like pocket, throw the ball. That's what I'm.
So he's a little more mature. Would you
traditional?
Would you calculate that? Like chalk that up to him being more?
No,
smart
because
with the plays?
I think as the season continues, he's gonna be more open to like the scrambles and the runs. And I'm not saying it's needed. I just feel like when the opportunity's there, I think he's gonna take it. Let him get a couple games in with full contact like that.
Who do you think was the best player on the Cowboys?
Dak.
I would go Amari Cooper.
No, because that was expected from Amari Cooper. Like I say every year he's that quiet, 8 to 10 catches a game, like quiet.
Yeah, I think he was the best player. They couldn't stop him, and then watching him in Hard Knocks and then him translating that onto the field, that was pretty impressive.
I'll take Dak over him.
I had Zeke being the standout player, but that didn't happen.
I had for the standout player, Dalton Schwartz. Like something Romo had that Dak doesn't is Romo had Witten. Like that was the connection, like Brady to Gronk, where
Yeah,
you need a first down, he just went to him. And what do you call it? Dak's never had that from a tight end, and for him in the first game to get 6-7 catches,
yeah,
and it's not about for me at least for the tight end, it's not about like 100 yards, like 6-7 catches. That means they're the safe throws for us to get those 4 to 5 yards that we need.
yeah.
So for him to do that many times in the game, I liked it. But also, Dak threw for like 1 million passes.
And then on Buccaneers,
Yeah,
who was the standout player to you?
Brown. I don't.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't think anyone expected Brown to have a game like that. No one did.
Why?
I mean, I'm looking at trends like fantasy wise and all that. He was on the bench on more than 80% of the teams. Like no one expected him to have a breakout game like that with 100 and something yards.
Yeah.
Was it 2 touchdowns?
One. I didn't see any drop off in his performance last year that would suggest that.
But he missed a lot of time last year. That's why.
But I think because he was on another team or he was in timeout. It wasn't like he was injured
that's what
or
I'm
anything.
saying. Like we don't know. We didn't have any type. Not saying we didn't have.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to expect, but he missed so much time last season.
Like basing it off of last season because he came in later, and even when he came in later, he still had good games and he had touchdowns.
Remember, he's not even their number 1. He's their number 3.
I don't know. I don't
know because Goodwin and Evans should be number 1 and 2.
Right, but even with that, all I'm saying is the surprise. I don't see how people were surprised.
I think it was a surprise. Who do you got, Victor, for the surprise players from the Cowboys and the Bucs?
Or like your standout players.
Man,
Yeah,
I didn't get to see the game, dude.
This guy, he's not even a real.
I was listen,
Bro,
man,
it's Thursday
He's
night.
like-
what were you doing?
He was
You
like,
at
they
the
gonna
club?
lose. I already know how this
What were
plays
you
out.
doing?
I was working my other job, bro. I got to see the Harry Styles concert for free. I got paid to see the Harry Styles
Yeah,
concert.
he said, I got better stuff to do.
Yeah,
Damn,
it only comes
bro.
around once every so often.
like-
Cowboys gonna
He was here
disappoint me
6
all
months
year.
ago.
He was like 0-1, surprised
Really? I
me.
didn't know that.
I don't know, maybe. No,
So,
but I'd say Brown's definitely the surprise player.
For me, I had Gronk. He was moving. I did not expect him to move like that. Didn't he have a broken back? Like,
I would say
he had
Gronk-
2 touchdowns.
yeah, but Gronk didn't have a lot of complete, like, I don't know, like every play that he went to Gronk, that was traditionally that's the play Brady goes to Gronk. Like it was already
Right.
like regular plays for him to go to him.
But him still being able to be that mobile, he didn't look sluggish. He didn't look like Witten out there. He looked good to me. I was like, damn, Gronk. So that's why he was standing
I
out
don't
to
want
me.
to bash Gronk, but like all the touchdowns were just a straight up pass. Like he just played the defense really well. So I don't know about mobile, like you mean like 40, 50 yard plays like
He was
like,
running.
like Antonio Brown did.
He got one of them and then he dropped the other one, but I don't know, it wasn't his fault. But that's why I feel like he was like stand out to me. But it was a good game. I was surprised.
Who was the letdown for the game for you on both teams?
The kicker?
The
Well,
kicker?
no.
Nah,
Yeah, the kicker was because I had my predictions for the Cowboys was Zeke was going to be the standout player and the kicker was going to have the most points.
So wrong on both.
The kicker cost the most points and Zeke, Zeke got shut down.
So the kicker was what's his name, Zerlin or whatever?
I don't know.
He was the letdown. What about for the Bucks?
I'd go Antonio Brown because he dropped that pass.
How can you have a touchdown over 100 yards and not being the letdown player of the?
That's just my opinion.
For me, it has to be Evans. Where was he?
Did he get any targets?
Yeah, he got targets. Or Goodwin with the fumble right there at the
That's
2-3.
Too. So quarterback to quarterback. Don't be biased. Who had the best game?
I say Dak.
Who was the better player, like out of those two?
Dak.
Who was the better player?
You asked it 3 times already. Dak.
So I would go Tom Brady. So when you base that off, like based off of like who was the better player, where are you basing yours off? Do you go off of like the amount of yards that quarterback had,
That plays a role.
the amount of touchdowns,
That plays a role.
interceptions,
That plays a role.
red zone conversions.
It plays a role.
Like,
Dak had more yards. Brady had one more touchdown. Brady also had one more interception.
mm-hmm.
Dak was more mobile than Brady.
But does that really do anything?
Dak was under pressure a lot more than Brady.
But is that Brady's fault?
No, but for Dak to play under pressure more than Brady, that shows me Dak did more because he played under pressure.
What?
He had to do more to get those stats because he was under pressure a lot more.
Like for me,
you don't get that?
No. So for me,
am I saying it right? Like, do you understand what I'm saying, Victor, or no?
That makes sense to me.
Like, he was under pressure a lot more than Brady.
But
like, we didn't get close to Brady, so Brady was way more comfortable, so his stats should be there.
Yeah, so like Dak did it in spite of.
Dak did in spite of being under pressure a lot.
So I'm not gonna say because Brady had less pressure for that particular stat, Dak was better. You know what I'm saying? I don't use pressure as a point.
They're a quarterback. That should play a big role. Like how well they work under pressure. Like how well they still do completions under pressure. Like they rushed. I wouldn't say a lot, but they rushed Dak a good amount of times where Dak had to let go of the ball and he still made good plays.
Right.
Compared to like Brady, where even though we rushed at moments, I felt like we couldn't get close to Brady.
Yeah. I think Brady, in my opinion, was the better player.
How?
He had more red zone completions when it counted. He was either able to get down there and get the touchdown. Looking at the stats, Dak was 1 of 4 in majority of his completions. And he had
1 and 4 in completions?
In red zone completions. Okay. Brady was 3 of 5, so I think that was a better stat. Dak had more yards, but he was like more dinking and dunking. But
what about
that is what
the
it
extra
is.
Interception for Brady?
That is a detractor, so Dak was better there. But overall,
and you don't think that it's not? I'm not saying it's a detractor, but I'm saying you don't. But no, I'm talking about under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You can't what's it called? Take away from Brady's performance because he was under pressure. That's what's supposed to happen. His front line, but you should add to Dak's performance because he was able to do it under pressure.
And would you count both of those? Wasn't one of the interceptions deflected and then caught off of Brady?
Yeah.
So
that counts as interception because at that point, if Brady would have thrown it 6 inches to the left, the receiver would have had a better chance of grabbing the ball.
So you don't believe in, like, even though the interception's on the quarterback, you didn't even let me finish.
The interception goes to Brady.
I know, but what the question I was going to ask, so do you believe that every interception is on the quarterback?
No. Okay. Like the interception that Dak threw to CD, that went through his hands. As a wide receiver, at least hit your hands and fall. Like that literally went through hands. I think they said it best. They're like, in the NFL, if it goes through your hands, it's an interception. Like when you're like that and went through it, that to me not on Dak because it was right on there. But statistically, it's his interception.
Right. But yeah, those are just the things. But I think both quarterbacks look good. Definitely didn't see any drop off in either of their performances. Yep. So yeah, I'm excited to see where they go. With the Cowboys, they don't have another playoff team that they have to play until week 11. Do you have that or no? Because I got it if you want to look off of my thing.
No.
Who do you? I don't even want to say like 11 games, but let's say the next 6 games.
Well, I mean, it's their 11th game, so we're talking about the next 9 games because they have a bye like week 7.
1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the next 5 games. What do you think their record is going to be? Do you have the teams?
No, the next 5 gagames.
So you got Chargers, you got Eagles, Panthers, Giants,
including this loss. What would be the next 5 games?
Yeah, and then
3
Patriots. 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think the only other loss is going to come from?
I think if we get another loss, it's going to be because it's going to be the Chargers. If we get through them, we can go to 4-1.
I think, depending on how Mac Jones look, that might be another loss because I'm hearing good things. He's teaching seasoned quarterbacks the playbook.
We're hearing good things, but we got to see how it goes.
I don't know. I think y'all should win a lot. So 1, 2, I think 3. Y'all should get 2 more losses. I think Chargers And then Patriots are going to be the other 2 losses. So y'all should be 1, 2, 3-3, right?
The next 5 games.
2-5.
Yeah, you're doing
2 and
6
3?
games. So
2 and 3. Y'all should be 2 and 3.
No, you're gonna be 3-3. You have to count the loss right now.
1, 2.
You're doing up to the 6th week, man.
1.
That's 6 games.
You got some paper?
You got that's 6
Hold
games,
on.
bro.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 games. I said 6, right? So
We're just putting out there. This is not an educational podcast.
2 and. What would that be?
I don't know. This is your record, bro.
Because I got Patriots.
Oh, okay. You're trying to say 5-1.
No, 3.
Okay, don't ask
I think
me.
3-3. No, yeah, 3-3. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think y'all gonna be 3-3.
Damn, man, your girl's watching you do math right now too.
No, she's not on there no more.
Where's
I think
she going?
I think
She
she
mad.
she left the chat.
She left. Right
So
on time.
Buccaneers, Patriots. 6, 5, 4. 4-2. I think I should be 4-2.
So we're gonna have a 4-game win streak right now.
No.
You
Maybe.
just said,
Yeah.
that's what you just
Yeah,
said.
I did say that. I didn't like the way
Bro,
it
this is
sounded.
just going back and forth, bro.
I didn't like the way it sounded. So yeah, y'all should be 4-2 by
week 6.
By week 8, because week 7's a bye, and then week 8 y'all have
It's gonna be a win.
Vikings.
No, that's my other loss I put.
Vikings.
Hmm?
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good games.
Vikings is like us. That can go either or, but I think their defense is a little bit better. But we'll see how we move forward.
Yeah, and then what was I gonna say? I think that was it for that. Oh, Naomi Osaka. Did you get my publication for her?
I saw your IG headline that you sent.
What did it say?
That she out indefinitely.
Yeah, she withdrew from the tournaments, and she's questioning her future in tennis. I think she's still citing mental health. She announced that she would be taking an indefinite break from sports following her shock in the U.S. Open exit. So I don't know. I think this goes back to what we talk about as far as like mental health. I think she's been talking about that a lot. And I was looking at it since she started being more like mental health involved. Her games have really taken a dive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
it sounds insensitive from us, but it's just like is not being able to handle the pressure. I mean, there's going to be people say that's a form of mental health, but
yeah,
but I feel like now like mental health has such broad like what's I'm trying to say, like a lot of things fall under it.
yeah,
That people say that fall under it, to where like if you can't handle the pressure, it's call it mental health, but that means you weren't, I wouldn't say tough enough, but you just couldn't handle the pressure, so it's not for you.
yeah. And most of it seems to be coming from her when she's losing, you know.
Well, you know what I mean. When you win, you're on a high. When you lose, you're on a low.
Yeah. What did she say?
She said something like, when I win, it doesn't feel the same. Now it just feels like relief or something like that.
So she was like, she said she was emotionally conflicted whether she won or lost. She was like, I feel like for me recently, when I win, I don't feel happy. I feel more like a relief, like you said. And then when I lose, I feel very sad. I don't think that's normal. I didn't really want to cry. Do you think like you can teach kids to be like mentally strong? Or do you think that's something that can be taught?
I say it's some. I don't know about taught. I think it's just. I really think environmental settings has a lot to do if someone's tough or not. I don't think it's something like you said, teach. It's just something that's involved in your upbringing about if you struggled, if you had to go through stuff as a child, or, if your family struggled, like that puts toughness to you. Like, I don't know her upbringing or what, but I'm just saying, I think a lot of people that handle it, especially sports,
Yeah.
a lot of them went through like a lot in their upbringing or trying to get there to top tier in their sport, and that made them mentally tough.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, I think mental health is something that can be like
But how would you teach toughness?
not. I would, in my opinion, I think mental health is more of something that can be taught because, like, as you're teaching your child, reinforce that it's okay to feel this way, it's okay to feel that way. Just be more open mentally in how you're feeling, and then that way there's less pressure to like, express it.
From what you're what you were adding to what you were saying, so you think let them understand the feelings are okay, but that shouldn't mean you quit what you're doing.
Yeah, like it's not the end of the world. I was watching a Kobe thing the other day on YouTube. It was like YouTube Shorts. And YouTube Shorts are addicting. I wish like more outlets had stuff like that. He was talking about when he was younger and his dad was with him. He lost the game or whatever, and he was like really broken up about it. And his dad was telling him it doesn't matter, or he had 0 points, so that's why he had 0 points the entire game. So he was pretty like broken up about it. He was like, it doesn't matter if you score 60 points or 0 points, I'm gonna still love you the same. Yeah. And he said that mentality really helped him. And he said, of course, the next game he went on to try to score 50 or whatever.
So I mean, it's kind of saying like the way you're raised, like your environment, the way you were, like because I feel like that I wouldn't say it's I don't know if I ever told that directly, but it's a lesson I internally learned through like the struggles as a kid. You know, is you just learn that. All right, well, we move on next. Like not move on next, but this is your feeling, and you cope, and then you go on.
Yeah. So in my opinion, I think mental health really is something that stems from how you're raised. Maybe it's not
like
but
this in particular, because like mental has like a lot of
Maybe it's not, but in my opinion, I really think like parenting has a big impact on how people turn out as adults and function and overall their mental health.
Yeah. And it's crazy, like not crazy, but her quote, there's a lot of like NBA and NFL athletes that have that mindset and they're public about it. They're like, good job to win. Oh, it's a win. Like we got the next one. Like it's like it's not a relief. It's like, okay, like here's the next. Like even
but I think that goes back to like competitiveness. That's like good, but their overall goal is this.
But I think that contributes to the feeling. Like if she feels like that, or just anyone in general feels like that, it just means you're competitive and you're ready for the next. Like I won good. Like Tom Brady's mentioned it before. Kobe's mentioned it before. After I won, what I do? I win.
Get ready for
it's
the
next one. Like it's done. It's over. Like
and that's part of like your mental health as well. This really reminds me of UFC. Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
This really reminds me of Ronda Rousey when she was like unbeatable for a while. She had her first loss. She was talking about suicide and all this other stuff, and she was like really taking the loss bad. Yeah. And then she got over it. She came back, and then she lost again, and then she retired. So I don't know. I really do feel like it's more of being able to accept certain things based off how you were raised. It really
comes down to be able to accept a loss, like rejection. You know, it's a form of rejection. Loss is a form of rejection. Yeah. It's really being able to accept that, and it's funny because we're not talking about be happy about it. Just cope with it and progress.
Yeah, and then we got another viewer. Akila.
That's a long one. I can't read that from here.
Keeps hiding it. I can't read it.
What does it say?
He put it over there.
What does it say? I can't read it.
She said, you lead by example. So by that, you can teach your kids and those around you how to be taught. And what's that word?
Mental awareness.
Mental
Bro, Blake,
awareness.
It's in front of Victor. Why are you reading it?
He's closer.
Come on, Victor.
Would y'all like me to?
Thank you.
Yeah, bro. He's Mayweather for the moment.
We got
all these capitals.
She says, you lead by example, so by that you can teach your kids and those around you how to be tough, and mental awareness is the way parents teach their kids. By asking kids, how do you feel, why are you sad or happy, etc.
Sounds like you know her.
Because I can't read?
Because you said the same thing she did.
I think I said it first, so. Yeah. But yeah, I really do think it's based off of like how you brought up and the stuff your kids see. So I don't know.
It's like those memes where like the parents are playing their kids in like the Xbox or 64.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I whooped them too, because like I'm not gonna let him win. Like,
Yeah, I would never
no.
let my kid win.
No, like I would like we would play Tekken and like I'll have like a 5-game win streak, and like she'll beat me. I'm like, well, you're welcome because I beat you 5 times. You wanted to win.
Yeah, nah. Like if they beat me, they know that they beat me. I don't give out freebies. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what was the other
You
one?
said the top 10 or something.
Oh, I got. Man, I don't want to circle. I'll circle back to that before we wrap up. So I was watching Vice. I posted it in chat. You didn't watch it.
No.
Where it was about drug addiction, and the guy died on Vice. Like he overdosed.
No, Vice is like,
And like she's on the phone with 911, and they're like telling her you gotta keep him like flat, and then he started like dying. And then the other guy, I think he was on drugs as well. He was like, "Oh, he's doing a death rattle." I'm like, "What the fuck
What's
is
a
the
death-
death
what the
rattle?"
fuck is that?
And he was like, It was crazy. I was like, "This is ridiculous." So the guy was telling her, "You got to give him like chest compressions." I was like, "Oh shit, I know where this is going." And he was like, "You got to like tilt his mouth over, like pinch his nose and like give him mouth to mouth." She hesitated. I thought she was gonna be like he died, but she gave it to him. She was like giving him mouth to mouth, and he ended up like popping back up. That shit was crazy to see. So the dude, they were trying to get him to go back into rehab and all this other stuff, and he was pretty like defensive about it. He was like, "Why? I don't understand. Y'all don't care about me." But they were like trying to get him to go to rehab, and he was like, "Y'all don't care, blah blah blah." And he had a kid and all this other stuff. But like watching that, it felt like he was pretty selfish. So the thing that I had about addiction, do you think that that's something that's a selfish thing to have?
yes. I've seen people argue to where once they're addicted, it's not selfish because they're not thinking correctly. But I say it stems down to being selfish because the first time they started it, it was selfish that they took it because they wanted it.
Yeah.
Now, I understand once they're addicted, it's different, but they got there because they first took it because they just themselves wanted to.
Yeah. And then I saw last week the actor from The Wire, Michael K. Williams. He passed away. He was found in his New York apartment.
Someone got backlash for saying stuff about him. Was it 50 Cent or the game?
I don't think it was 50 Cent.
Somebody said something about it.
But they said that they found heroin in his apartment and that it was suspected that he died over overdose. And like I'm gonna be honest, my first reaction wasn't like, "Oh, that's sad." Because he had a family. My thing was like, how selfish is that you put that above like your family?
Yep.
And you're very successful and all this other stuff. And I understand that success doesn't really determine how people feel and all this other stuff. But
isn't that
like,
what happened that made Akon say his comment?
What did Akon say?
Remember, he said that being rich has more problems.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? He got backlash, but it wasn't because
no,
of the
not
Michael.
him.
Okay.
That was another one. 50 Cent or one of them said something about him, but
Yeah.
But Akon made that comment after like that news that rich people have more problems than poor.
Honestly, I don't think they do. I just think it's
Problems.
It's just problems like being addicted.
We have different problems.
Yeah,
like they don't struggle to pay the bill.
Like struggling is struggling. Like your struggle is different compared. It's all in like comparison to. It's relative, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the overall thing about addiction, in my opinion, I feel like it's very selfish, and that was my first gut reaction. Like, bruh, you have all this money, you're successful, people love you, and you're still doing this. I don't know. I from what I've seen, rehabs work if you want it to work, and it didn't seem like something that he wanted to do. You know?
Yeah.
And he's not the only one. You've had Heath Ledger, I think Robin Williams as well. There's a lot of people that have passed away due to addictions, and I just feel like people don't talk about it enough, or they're not as strict about it. They're like, oh, we got to pray for them and all this other stuff, but it's never like, dude, you need to get help. It's never aggressive enough, in my opinion. You know, it seems to be more buddy, you know, like, oh, we're just gonna pat you on the back.
I mean, you always I wouldn't say you always, because I've never personally had to deal with someone close to me like that. But like in movies or like you hear, like even at work, we've had like a workshop on it. It's more like
you had a workshop on addiction.
Like yeah, like helping with because of what, bro. We've had like crazy like training stuff when it comes to like working from home and being like quarantined because of COVID and all that. Like they want to make sure everyone's okay. Like
doing that shit
because it was like depression. We cover stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
I've heard that.
But it's always been like you can't help someone if they don't want to. So how aggressive can you be if they don't want to be helped?
Yeah, and that's what it was like on that Vice episode. So yeah, that's my opinion on addiction. But depression, I think, is a whole nother thing. That's hard. I really don't know how to approach somebody going through depression because I feel like it's more complicated than somebody who's addicted to something, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one I think is still kind of hard to crack. That's just something I don't know.
I mean, who knows? Right? So it was 50 Cent till I was looking up that when he posted about him, he also plugged in his new show.
What did he say?
He said,
"Rest in peace, Raising Canaan every day, stars."
Say? Damn, if you didn't see Raising, was it? Check it out.
Damn, Roy, you can't read either.
No, bro, hold on.
Oh my god,
because it's saying it's breaking up what he said. Like it has parentheses, but it's the
you
Y.
Trying to pronounce numbers?
Yeah.
5.
So he was promoting his new show, and then he just ended with R.I.P. Michael.
Yeah. 50 Cent's a different person, but yeah, I can see how that could be construed as inappropriate. It's like R.I.P. Raising Canaan every Saturday, 6 p.m. Like, bruh, put that in another tweet.
Like he posts enough to have his own post, you know.
Yeah, so I can see how that's a little out of place. But
they're calling it disgusting.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Distasteful.
Like, bro, find God.
Go find God.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to everybody going through stuff. Definitely wish peace and positivity to everybody who has depression, addictions, and all other vices, whether it's eating ass, etc.
Were you talking to somebody in particular there?
His engine fell out, so all right, bro, I know what that means.
Yeah.
Dirty mouth.
Damn.
And then before we wrap up, the Athletic dropped their best players in NFL history top 10 list. Before we came on,
what was it again? The top 10 what?
Top 10 best players in NFL history.
Best players. Earlier you said most athletic.
The Athletic is the one who dropped it.
Oh, so it's not most athletic.
No.
That changes my list a little bit.
Okay. So before I ask you, because you haven't seen it,
No.
before I ask you to guess the top 3, before we came on,
Top 3, damn.
Dick Butkus, never, I don't know if I heard of the name or if it was like on a certain website that I was watching and they said, hey, Dick Butkus, and it was a different type of person, but I don't remember that guy.
I mean, being in football, you've heard the name.
He's top 10.
He also has like an award, like something for him.
Is it like for adult film?
No.
Oh.
He's not Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, nobody want to be Ron Jeremy right now. He in jail. But, okay, so who's your top 3?
Oh, he's in jail, damn.
Yeah, he can't keep his hands to himself. He's a little predator, from what I heard.
That's crazy. After being paid so much to, like, do that, and then, like, you still, like, that ain't enough. Like, shit. Like, chill.
Yeah, El Diablo showed up. Like, that ain't enough. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so who's your top 3? Did you see it, Victor?
No, I haven't. So it's just the greatest
not.
NFL players.
All right, Roy. I'm gonna say it one more time.
No.
Best players in NFL history. They did 10. Who do you think made the top 3? And then Victor, tell me yours.
I'm gonna say Brady.
Brady's on there.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It don't have to be in the order.
Brady, top 3.
And then I'll give you mine.
Deion Sanders.
Nope.
Damn.
He wasn't even top 10, which was
He
surprising.
wasn't?
I was gonna say he should be top 10.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Barry Sanders.
No.
Walter Payton.
He was number 8. So you don't have the. All right,
Damn.
you're wrong. What was yours?
So what can I say? Brady again?
Yeah, he made
'cause
it.
I would say
Damn,
Brady,
bro.
obviously.
Just say what I say.
Off the top. Is Emmitt Smith anywhere on this list?
Emmitt Smith was not top 10.
Bro, we don't know what he's looking at. He's looking at the
shoot.
list.
Hey, trust me.
He's like, I didn't
Just trust me. No, and what about Dan Marino?
Dan Marino was not on there. I think they're going
man.
with winners.
He never won, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He never won.
That's a good point.
what he won. So top 3 was Tom Brady, Jim Brown, and Jerry Rice. The overall, so in order, it was Tom Brady, Jim Brown, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor,
Okay.
Reggie White. He
Okay.
rounded out the top 5.
Okay.
And then Joe Montana. Peyton Manning was on here, which was weird to me. Walter Payton,
Okay.
Johnny Uranus,
United.
Unitas, sorry.
Man, good thing Jose's not here.
And then Dit Butkus was number 10. Deion Sanders was weird for me that he wasn't on here.
Deion Sanders is or
And then Peyton Manning being on here was weird to me.
so we're definitely not going with athletic.
No, obviously.
But Peyton Manning is have you seen anyone like call plays in audible better than him? No.
Would you put him above Deion Sanders?
Peyton Manning?
Yeah,
Damn.
if you're
I would
thinking
say
about it.
I would say no because there's a quarterback above Peyton Manning. I mean, yeah, and that's Tom Brady.
Were you surprised that Aaron Rodgers wasn't on here?
No.
Because
I'm
it
not.
says best players.
No. Because before Aaron Rodgers, I would put Walter Payton and Barry Sanders before Aaron Rodgers.
Would you put Peyton Manning above Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Bro, why you keep
Yes.
thinking so hard?
Yeah. Because I'm thinking of their career. I'm looking at their career. I would put Peyton Manning above Aaron Rodgers.
But I don't think they're not
How
saying
much Peyton Manning did you see, though? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know if
right.
you saw a lot of Peyton Manning. Like, what
he
he,
won
did
with
with
two
the-
different
but- yeah,
franchises, so
but-
that's impressive.
But what he did with the Colts, bro, like, for not having a team a lot of years, and then like just when he had the team, he made it happen. Like he did he was great.
But I think they're saying without saying they're taking in accomplishments as well. I don't think when I hear best player, I'm thinking like best player at this position. I'm taking it literal, basically. You know what I'm saying? But I get it.
I think if you're doing accomplishments, you would have Deion Sanders in there though. Super Bowl,
But they
rings,
don't, which is weird. I would have him up there too.
Defensive Player of the Years, I think 1 year.
Good
like,
baseball player.
Yeah, I think to this day he's still the only athlete ever to be in the Super Bowl and the World Series.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Like,
right?
bro,
Like you reached the
relax.
top of two different.
Yeah, like chill.
like Bo Jackson was great in both sports, but I don't think he never reached the. I don't think he didn't reach the. What didn't he reach? He didn't reach the World Series, Super Bowl. One of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, so that was my top 10. Are you surprised that some people are on here or that weren't on here, Victor? He doesn't have the list.
I'm not too familiar with like a lot of these players too. A lot of them are like
Makes sense. Yeah,
you know,
me neither.
a bit before my time. I know them by their name and they have that legacy, but I couldn't say for myself like who did what. Yeah.
I was watching some Lawrence Taylor highlights. Dude, they said that they made a position just for him.
Yeah, because
That's wild.
because he ended a career.
He had like 3 people blocking
ended
him
a
at
career.
times.
So the blind side, that's what you call it. Like
Yeah,
cover my blind side.
yeah. That's crazy. He was a big dude.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that was interesting watching
What
them
number was
highlights.
he?
He came in at number 4, so he was top
Yeah.
5. Jerry Rice was number 3. Jim Brown was number 2. Jim Brown was a guy that retired, right? He retired early and he did movies. That was interesting. But yeah,
That was before my time.
yeah. I think he was in a movie with The Rock.
Wait,
But-
what?
Walking Tall? I think he was in Walking Tall. But yeah, interesting stuff. So before we wrap up, where can people check us out at? We're not coming to the hub, so don't flood our inboxes anymore.
No.
It's too risky.
We're damn near lost track. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can hear a podcast, to watch us YouTube, to connect with us, Facebook and IG and TikTok.
And no matter where y'all listening, side of the road, engine fell out your car, don't forget to turn down the bass and turn up the mic. Goodbye.